Who loves game preservation? I love game preservation. You love game preservation. Everyone loves well, not everyone, but I don't want to spend too much talking about that. I've been watching what's been going on with Stop Killing Games for the past couple of weeks, and I have to say I am very impressed. This is confession time for me. I did not think that Stop Killing Games would get the amount of signatures that it needed. And although, by and large, I wholeheartedly agreed with the idea of Stop Killing Games, I genuinely didn't think that people would care enough about the problem to solve it. As a matter of fact, games that are made to be disposable has been a trend that has been going on for the last, what is a good number to say, 10 to 15 years. It is all of us who are old enough to remember when a game didn't come with a day one patch had already hung in the towel and submitted to our corporate overlords. And all the people that are young enough to not remember the day when games came without a day one patch just don't know any better, don't have any frame of reference as to what a functioning, complete video game at launch even is. It's such a well-acknowledged trend that I just genuinely assume that everyone would go, if you're a poor boy, just say so. Just say you cannot buy the new video game and die alone, I guess. So yeah, I was quite pleasantly surprised when I saw that Ross reinvigorated the movement with the one video, and it's got all of the signatures that they need. Apparently they need more now because of some possible fraudulent signatures. That's neither here nor there. What I'm here to say is that one of the things that there's gonna be a lot of people that tell you, oh, well, game companies cannot do that because of proprietary libraries and whatnot. There is a lot of code that they cannot just, you have to dump the binaries, dude. And I think that we have reached a point in which we do not need to have publishers anymore. Publishers have outlived their usefulness. See, one of the things that frustrates me the most about PC gamers in general is that they ignore what essentially is the biggest benefit of PC gaming. The biggest benefit of PC gaming is not to have the beefiest graphics card, it's not to have the best monitor, it's not to have the 8K 120 frames. I don't even know if that is what the quote-unquote gamers use anymore. I don't know if that is just an outdated refresh rate for them. It's not to have all of the gigabytes of RAM that your computer can have. No. The biggest advantage of PC gaming is that it takes us one step closer to a free environment. To an environment where the code is free, where the sources are free. You do not need publishers, distributors, consoles, any locked-in vendor to make, publish, and distribute your games. You see, the answer to the problem that we are having right now with the games industry was given to us 40 years ago with the free software movement. If I were to have a critique of the Stop Killing Games movement, actually, is that I don't think it goes far enough. I think that they were lowballing it in the hope to get public approval by not sounding too demanding of the corporate entities that they were antagonizing. If it were up to me, any company that releases a game that they are no longer going to support has a grace period of what would you say, 2, 3, 5 years even, in order to GPL its source. As a matter of fact, I have to admit that I am already by stating that games should reach an end-of-life state before being GPL'd as a compromise to the way that I actually think that software should be handled and distributed, where software should be GPL'd by default and that companies should have to pay a premium in order for their code to be closed. So, what is the point of this? What am I getting at with here? Should the entire Stop Killing Games movement eat my entire ass? No, not really. I think that they are doing the right thing to deal with the current games environment. But as important as it is to prevent or repair the harm that has been done by the current bad actors, it's as important to look into the future, to see the way that we can prevent this from happening ever again. In the way that we prevent this from happening ever again is by embracing free software. Software that protects your freedom and prevents that freedom from being taken away by anyone. How do you think that Doom has been able to survive for so long, having been ported to so many systems and living on as a meme in the form of yes, but can it run Doom? That is because Carmack saw the value in having GPL'd games and GPL'd code because he learned so much from free software that he wanted to give back to the community in the form of Doom. So he took out all of the parts that he was not able to share because they were proprietary software. If I recall correctly, it was mainly the Microsoft sound drivers, and the rest of the program was made free software. Now Doom exists in multiple implementations, runs on virtually every computer on planet Earth, and is able to be enjoyed by millions of people at a fraction of the cost that it would have cost back in the day. I don't think that it gets any more preserved than that. So, what do we do? Well, I mean, if you're a developer, you can choose to GPL your code. There are multiple free engines and frameworks that can help you build your games. Now, I'll grant you this, they are MIT and not GPL licensed, but free as in freedom is what I wanted to say. And you can pave the road to the future by GPLing your code by the time that it is released. Or at least have some plan to GPL the code after the game has outlived any certain profitability window. When it comes to computing and software and gaming, we have to remember one thing. We are not stuck here with them, they are stuck in here with us. We have the power and we have the ability of turning computers into a tool that will benefit us, not them. So yeah, while this is not all I think I have to say on the subject, I wanted to throw my hat on the ring, strike while the iron is hot in a way, as everyone is talking about this. But I want to know what you think about what I think. Feel free to do all of the lovely YouTube interactions. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.